I'm honored to be here. My name is Annette EKSTROM, and I'm Director of Human Resources at Sweden's Employment Services. And with me, I have my colleague.
Hello, I'm Eva-Lisa HOGLUND, and I'm the Marketing Area Director in the Swedish space.
And I will try to, in the beginning, put you in place on the Swedish map. Arbetsförmedlingen is the largest employment service in Sweden. More than 500 people. We helped more than 500 people get a job last year. And we have 3 different channels. We use local offices, the telephone, and the internet. And our employer registered more than 600 jobs at Arbetsförmedlingen last year. This is a map over Sweden. We have 350 local offices and 7 customer services, and they are mainly placed in the north of Sweden. We have 12,700 employees, 8,000 working as employment officers, 1,000 working with those newly arrived immigrants, 800 working with employment services, supported employment, 900 working as rehabilitation specialists, and 400 in our customer services. And we have 20 co-workers working with social media. Our customer services are open on hours, weekdays from 8 until 8 in the evening, and on Saturdays and Sundays from 9 until 16 hours, until 4 in the afternoon. And we can offer other languages than Swedish. We can speak Farsi, Somalian, Tigrinya, Russian, and English and Arabic. And this year, we have responded to over 30,000 emails and almost 80,000 chats. Incoming calls have increased from 1.6 million to over 2 million last year, and this year it will be even more.
The public employment service in Sweden is quite old. It was founded in 1902. In the beginning of the 1990s, we start to develop our internet services, and we have publishing our job vacancies on the web since 1995. The web-based services has about 2 million unique visitors each month. And for a couple of years ago, we launched the Job Bank as a mobile app. And since the launch in October 2011, we have had 619,000 downloads, which makes it the most downloaded job app in Sweden. In the mobile app, job vacancies can be translated into 5 languages in addition to Swedish: Arabic, English, French, Russian, and Spanish. Just over 10 years ago, we started our first telephone job center, customer services. The idea was to make it easy to get in touch with an employment officer regardless where you live. We also wanted to expand our services for our customers, and therefore we are open at evenings and weekends, especially for those who work and study at the daytime. Through our customer service, we provide coaching for job seekers, support for employers when recruiting, and general information, above all matching. Our customer service provides 30% of all the job offers at Arbetsförmedlingen in Sweden. Job seekers who are close to the labor market can get all their services to our customer service. And it's our customer service, as Annette already told, who works with the Facebook and other social media. So I totally agree with you. Today, our customer service complement the local office of Arbetsförmedlingen. The next picture. I forget it. I forget it. You were too fast. Some people says that Facebook is still the world's largest social network, and I agree. If Facebook were a nation, it would be the third largest nation in the world, and we think it's enormous potential being in Facebook. On Arbetsförmedlingens Facebook page, we have 2,000 followers, which means that we can reach out to about 3 million who can access our news and tips, and who also have the possibility to comment and carry on a dialogue with us. We also follow blogs in order to answer questions and take part in dialogues with our customers, above all young people. We use Twitter for press releases, and on LinkedIn we publish our own job vacancies. We also place films on YouTube, and today we have more than 500 films. And the most popular film right now, I think, it's Living and Working in Sweden, which has been viewed over 70,000 times. We have been in Facebook since January 2011. Arbetsförmedlingen was one of the first government agencies in Sweden to use social media. When we communicate in the social media, we want to move towards a more personal form of address. Sometimes Arbetsförmedlingen receives criticism, but by writing messages a more relaxed and understanding way of a topic that we know is controversial, we can reach a lot of more people. And we also appear warmer, more human, but still professional than when we simply link information. This is what a dialogue on Facebook can look like. I don't think you can see this. But in this example, it's a person from Serbia who's interested in working in Sweden. This example also shows how easy it is to get in touch with an employment officer wherever you are. And instead of looking up information, you just post a question on Facebook. We have been on YouTube since 2010. There we upload films describing various professions and instructions film. For example, how to write a CV. We have also films who shows how to use our services on the web. And we have over 45,000 viewings of our instruction film new to the employment office. We also produce mini courses that can be used as in job seeking. We want to be able to offer our customers living far away from a local employment office to have the chance to take a mini course at home. And we also want to spread the mini courses to schools so that can use the material as a part of lessons. The film can be complemented with example home assessments. Our two most recently produced mini courses is how to write your CV and how to write your personal letter. We have also ideas for the future to have these mini courses translated into other languages. One example of how we use instruction films on our web is that from the 1st September this year, everybody receiving unemployment benefits reports what job they have applied for during the last month. And we made an instruction film on how to do that. Within a couple of weeks from uploading this film, it has been viewed for over 50,000 times. This film is also available on several languages. When we are where there is a need for large-scale information, like when the job seekers need to start reporting the job-seeking activities every month, we complement traditional information channels with social media. In this example, next one, I think. It's not important. In this example, with the job-seeking activities reporting every month, it was about 12,000 people who called our customer services, and our Facebook input was seen by almost 8,000, and the film I just told you about was viewed about 50,000 times, and I think it's racing, and I think it's near 70,000 right now. In Arbetsförmedlingen, we also arrange chats, internal and external chats. In autumn 2012, we have an internal campaign under the name Focus on the Young. And there, among other things, we used internal chats aimed at employment offices in the agency. One of these chats was on the theme Media and Young People. We also carry out a number of chats on the theme of young people where we invite them to a dialogue. The dialogue can be about end of school, choosing university, and summer jobs. Two of examples who have attracted a lot of involvement from young people were, what's your first summer job and how did you get it? And employers are now beginning to advertise for summer workers. We reached out to 13,000 people by writing these postings. And it gave us an opportunity to have a dialogue with the young people and to answer the questions.
Our involvement in the social media makes skill demands at all levels very important. You must be trained in working with social media. Our employment officers need to have university credits, good knowledge of labor market and society, social skills, and computer skills. Working with the customer services, you also need to have experience from a call center or other service professions. For those officers working with social media, it's very important to be a good communicator. The written word on the internet is fast and shared with many in no time. Our web training in social media is available for all our employees. It's all about what are the social networks and how should I behave using them. Right now, we are developing a new introduction program for our employees, and the approach towards social media will be in focus. In training, we use different channels, such as web-based learning, chatting, video, and classroom. In all, it makes our development even faster, getting our employees to, when they are learning their new education, they also use these new developments. During 2012, we had nearly 40,000 days in classroom learning and as many 40,000 on web training. And that's in mean about 3 days per employee. The result of our employee service at customer services show a higher result than our average. Even stress index are lower. Why is that? We think one reason could be that we have requested-based schedules where you can choose between work shifts. Another reason could be that you don't have the same personal responsibility and therefore find it easier when you come home to switch off. Higher figures at sick leave is quite common in similar jobs and organizations. Even there we think one reason could be that you're using your voice and it's quite vulnerable if you're sick. But it could also be that there is always someone else answering the call. It's not your responsibility, you're not alone in this. Our conclusions. Using cross-channel delivery is more cost-effective. We can communicate with more people at the same time, one to several. We reduce travel, both for our customers and for our employees. And today, demands are much higher. Our customers are more prepared. Having read everything on our website, they want more from the employment officer. By using distant services, we liberate resources that can be used when a personal meeting is required, adding more value to our customer. Thank you.